Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is African Movie Reviews. We do reviews here and recaps on movies and series. This time around we have the movie called Love in Service is what we are going to talk about. The movie which is already showing at NOLLYFAMILY TV. If you are a fan of Daniel Etim as well as Sonia, Uche, run very fast to NOLLYFAMILY TV and watch Love in Service. And this time around I'm going to give you that few reviews and recaps about this movie, the hidden lessons in this movie which you will learn from this movie. Go and watch the movie and come back, tell me what do you think about the movie. It's at NOLLYFAMILY TV and it's already uploaded some few hours ago. The background of this movie, we find that a young man, Fred, happened to have his girlfriend whom they have stayed together. They are not doing anything which can bring them to sin because Fred is a true believer and believes in sex after marriage. A true believer who believes that Christianity is not all about speaking about it, or being a believer does not mean being to speak about it, but you have to do even actions moving on it. Why do we talk about this movie and why do we call it a Christian movie or a believer's movie? In this movie you find that Fred finds it difficult in his life that he had a good job. At the end of the day, he lost his job because of not accepting to be part of the frauding in the company. He lost his job and he decided to go and work as a driver. His girlfriend was pushing him so much to go and accept that offer of a fraud so that they can give them money, which is enough for them to do the wedding as well as even go to the next country. But Fred refused and said, I'm a believer, I'm a Christian, I cannot take money. No, sin is a sin, and you know they say the root cause of evil is always money is the root cause of evil. But this time around Fred, who happens to be a true believer, decided to let the money go. But the boss did not, the manager did not accept it. She knew that maybe Fred will expose him, so he decided to talk ill about him, and he lost his job, even though that even the girlfriend was pushing him. He tried so much to look for a job, but he did not find a job. But the girlfriend was on his neck, even not considering him because he refused to take the offer. Fred decided to go and work as a driver. That's where he found Tyra, who happened to be the only daughter of his boss. He was to drive Tyra home and to school, but Tyra, being a stubborn girl, he used also to tease him, and at the end he fell in love with him. Being a true believer, he was always on his work and believing in what he came to do. And one day he had his former boss or his former CEO talking about him in the where he is working, because the former boss happened to be the friend of Tyra's father. As they say in Love in Service, Fred and Tyra fall in love. Tyra's father had Tyra calling her friend, talking about falling in love with Fred. So the father decided to sack Fred from his job. Fred was sacked from a job of a driver, but he did not do anything. Even when the boss was talking about him, he did not say anything because he was a believer. He tried to ask, what did I do? But no one knew to that. No one could explain to him. He decided to go home and chill. The girlfriend decided to break up with her, but he was waiting for what he has. Things were not very good at him, but he decided to stay strong and faithful, to read his Bible and to always pray for God to vindicate him. So, thus I say that we are going to do the movie review. This movie is a love movie or romance, not romance, it's a love movie, family movie, as well as Christian movie. But nowhere in this movie, the sound in this movie, the background sound or the background song was really giving in, whereby it could put you in spirit to go with to move with the spirit in which was running this movie. Second, Daniel, despite that he had a girlfriend for years, they were staying in the same house. Daniel Fred decided to abstain until they get married. That's when, even through abstaining, they called courtship, he found out that the girl was was not ready to be with him in a hard situation. So the lady decided to break up with her. Secondly, Daniel's Christianity could not even force him to take the fraud from the bribe from the former boss manager who wanted him to engage into safety or into fraud. Daniel stood and said, "I'm a believer. I cannot do that." Are you a believer? Can you deny such amount of money just because you're a believer? Third, we learned that we should focus on our jobs. Despite that, some things can come in to disturb us or to take away our mind from what we are doing. We should always focus on what brought us to do, not to do the other way around. Daniel focused on her job, despite that Tyler was very stubborn. Tyler could do anything, Tyler at the end of the day felt in love and spoke about it to Daniel. Daniel still said, "I'm still maintaining my profession." Sad, sometimes God make us pass into a situation which is very hard when he has his own way. When he has that day, he will vindicate us. We should remain humble. Humbleness can never deceive you. Being humble does not make you that you are very stupid, no, but always it gains you favor and respect. The humbleness of Fred gave him respect from his former employer, as well as even the Tyra and her father. Third, prayer still works. Yes, prayer still works. Most of us, we have lost hope in prayers because we have prayed and we see that God is not answering. But my dear sister or my dear brother, trust me or no, prayer is the only way you can battle against your enemies, because God listens to the heart which has opened up for him to be the one to fight for him. Third, the blood is still working, my dear sister. The blood on the cross is still working and is still vindicating people out there. Be strong. Don't let people to take away your belief because they want you to do their decisions. Always find a way of fighting. Third, God has the best thing in the cupboard for you. Don't rush into marriage. Don't let rust make you make a wrong decision. God has the best woman or the best husband for you in his cupboard, and one day he will bring it to you. He will bring that person to you. Third and last but not least, always don't rush things. Let things work for you and let God work for you in the right time. I love you guys. Thanks for joining this family and thanks for subscribing. I send greetings to you people out there who love to watch African movies and those who are always liking getting engaged in some point or the other, and I even letting me know where you're watching from. I'll send greetings to you. Bye bye.